Well, here we are on a glorious Sunday. The current situation. I thought I was gonna have to pull this whole thing with a chain, but I was able to wedge these out. The way this was cut, all the curve closed up. It was impossible to move any of these rounds, but I got those two out. I should be able to wedge these apart and get at them one at a time now, so let's get after it. Let's get started with a cold start on the Tinman's ported 670. Oh, the marker faded on it. I need a new sticker, buddy. You can barely see it on there. Scheme of things when it comes to saws, sawmanship. I'm green. This is my 4th season of running a power saw. I'm still learning a lot. So what I have learned fairly recently from Tinman, lip your throttle when you're dug into a good piece of wood. These saws are air cooled, and once you get bit down and your curves filled with chips, lighten up on the pressure and give it full throttle. Clear the curve, get that flywheel spinning. It adds to some cooling there, and especially imported saws, it's a killer. how nice and even that saw idles. A lot of times when you get a saw warm, at least in my experience, they can idle down and kind of fall on their face. Your low jet setting will play a lot with that, but it sure is nice to have a saw, as spicy as this is, that idles this nicely. War cry. This cottonwood is really wet, really heavy, and I'll try to peel the bark every chance I get. The wind blows the sand out
Stuff
here
is
in the
heavy
desert
and
like
wet.
crazy, and it's best to get the bark out. You're eliminating a lot of dirt. That dirt acts just like sandpaper and it's chain wrecking material. Before you see me get into a cut or hear me wind this saw up, I'm listening for a couple things. I'm just green enough. I'm at the point where I'm starting to know what I don't know. And I'm still really listening to this saw. I'm still learning it. I want to make sure that it's four-stroking when I have it freewheeling. Sometimes you'll hear me pick it up in a cut so that it's not digging into the log. I want to hear the top of its RPM. I want to hear that flutter. Some people will call it burbling. I want to make sure that it's not spinning up too high so that I don't get a nice metal exchange and end up welding the piston and cylinder together. Long story short, I want to make sure I'm not running it too many. Tinman, she's running good, buddy. I'm gonna move a couple more of these giant pieces around. I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Well, as it turns out, if you want to have YouTube content, you got to record. I still forget to tripod up and hit the record button from time to time. So basically, I'm just peeling these rounds off one at a time. And I need to get a trailer over here. It would be smartest if as soon as they come off the splitter, they go in a trailer, because they got to go to my dad's house. But this is what I'm working with here, so we'll see about getting tripoded up. This stuff is still real wet, which incidentally makes it real heavy, but that's the way she goes. This is exactly what I need. I'm packing around probably, oh, a good 30 extra pounds. What better way to get rid of it, huh? See if we can get mounted up here. Give you guys a shot of the action. Yeah, and I've just been noodling these to the point where they're not going to be complete backbreakers. Yeah, that ought to do it. Sounds like she needs a drink. So do I. So it pays for a guy to just be paying attention to what's going on around him whenever you're working with your hands, doing this kind of stuff. So here's something that kind of sticks out to me. The way they designed this splitter, I started smelling wood burning just a little bit. You can see these chips coming out from underneath this ram and landing right on our muffler here. Might not have been the greatest design, but it's just something to keep an eye out on. And I also think it'll pay just to give it a few minutes. This being where we put the fuel in, might want to give her just a few in case we get a little splash. Yeah, fire. Let's don't do that today. I'll get back with you in a bit. Well, Tinman 670 sure done me well today. Let's see if we can get in here and look at what this wonderful cottonwood's doing for us. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get you to see. This chain is needing some love pretty big time. Maybe if I do one of these, it'll focus better for me here. Yeah, knock that corner right off. That one's not so bad. That one ain't great. That corner's gone. So it's definitely time to bust out the file.